Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel English Banisa. In today's video, we are going to discuss Degree First Semester Regular Examination 2023 English Model Paper prescribed by OSMANIA University. And the paper has two sections, Section A and Section B, Part A and Part B. And time allocated is 3 hours. So under Section A, you have to answer any 5 of the following question. For each question, you will get 4 marks. So altogether, it will be 20 marks. There will be total 8 bits under section A and you're supposed to do any 5 out of 8. And under section B, you have to answer any 4 summaries out of 8, and the marks for each summary you will get 15 marks, that altogether 60 marks. Since you have only 4 units, unit 1 to unit 4 for the first semester, so the first section A from these 4 units, that is unit 1, unit 2 and unit 4. So there will be 8 questions. Out of 8 you have to do any 5. For each bit you will get 4 marks, that altogether 20 marks. That are objective type questions, which are vocabulary and grammar and communication skills topics from those unit 1 to unit 4. In the first unit, you will be having word roots, nouns, getting someone's attention and interrupting and creativity. There are more chances you will get the exercises from these word roots and the nouns. These both are from the unit 1. And under unit 2, you will be having prefixes and suffixes exercises, pronouns, and this giving instructions and seeking clarification, interpersonal skills. There are more chances again here you will get the exercises from these two topics, that is prefixes and suffixes, and this is from unit 2. And under the unit 3, homonyms, homographs and homophones, and third one is under the grammar section, adjectives and asking for and giving opinions and motivation. So this one is important for your exam point of view, and this three adjectives and homonym, this is from unit 3. And in the last unit 4, you will be getting collocation questions, articles, and agreeing and disagreeing with the opinion and self analysis. There are more chances that you will get these topics in your exam, self analysis, articles, and collocations. So for 20 marks, you have to learn all these 4 topics. And in the section B, you have to write the summaries. For each summaries, you will be get 15 marks. So you have supposed to do, I think, 4 summaries out of 8. So in the unit 1, you'll be having poem, which will be 9th question, and this prose will be 10th question in your exam. Poem in the Bazars of Hyderabad, written by Sarojini Naidu. Prose, The Eyes Are Not Here, which is written by Ruskin Bound. These all summaries I have uploaded on my YouTube channel. You can go through the playlist, you will get all the videos, or under the description box of this video you will get this all the links of these videos, you can see easily. In the unit 2, the poem If, written by Rudyard Kipling. Prose, which is On Saying Please, which is written by A.G. Gardiner. From unit now under the unit 3, you have to learn this Ulysses, written by Alfred Lord Tennyson. The sixth one is prose, Seeing People Off, which is written by Max Beerbohm. Under unit 4, poem On His Having Arrived at the Age of 23, written by John Milton. And Shine is My Shield, which is written by Mahatma Gandhi. So out of these 8 summaries, you have, and in exam you're supposed to write any 4 summaries, about 200 to 300 words each out of these 8 summaries. For each summary you will get 15 marks, and if you do all the 4 summaries you will get 60 marks. So here you can see in the section B, answer any 4 in about 200 to 300 words each. So this question number 9 to 10 will be from unit 1, which is poem and prose. Question number 11 to 12 from unit 2. Question number 13 and 14 from unit 3. Question number 15 and 16 from unit 4. So as I told you, here if you learn any 5 or 6 summaries or 5 or 4 summaries out of 8, easily you can score in your exam. So now let's start our model paper. So here as I told you, in the part B you supposed to do any 5 question out of 8. So now let's start. Note here, answer any 5 of the questions. So first start this answer as directed. So let's start reading the first one. A. Rahul wants to do it dash. So here you have to fill the blanks with the suitable pronoun. Here they will direct you what you have to do. So whatever is written in the bracket, you have to fill the blank according to these instructions. So here what you have to do, you have to fill the blanks with the suitable pronoun. So you have to choose what you have to write here. Rahul wants to do it dash. So what can we write here? Which pronoun is suitable to this sentence? Because we are talking about one person only, Rahul. He want to do it all by himself. So here we have to write the reflexive pronoun which is himself. Because this himself is reflecting back, reflexive pronoun is reflecting back to the subject. This will be the object of this sentence. So this reflexive pronoun video I have already uploaded on my YouTube channel. You can watch it. Now let's move to the next one. B. Whom can dash I or me? Which can we write here? I or me? Whom can I? Because subject we have to use first. Whom can I trust, which is the object. After objects will follow. That's why we are taking object, that is her. Whom can I trust if not her? Because after verbs objects will follow, and this her is the object and she is a subject. We cannot take subject, we have to take the objects. Now let's move to the next one. C. Quantify the uncountable noun chocolate. So how can we make it countable? So students, this question is from the unit 1 noun topic, where you have to quantify the uncountable nouns. You might have learned that there are the some words like butter, bread and coffee. So to make it countable, we have to add a certain phrases there, like if we are talking about butter, so we can say a pack of butter, a piece of chocolate. In the same way, you have to write here a bar of chocolate or a piece of chocolate. By adding some phrases or words to this chocolate, we can make it countable. Now let's move to the next one. D. Emma is not the type of person who gossip. Identify the type of noun here. You can identify two nouns here. Emma, which is a proper noun, which is a name of a person, and gossip, which is an abstract noun. So this is a proper noun, which is a name of a person, and this is an abstract noun, which is the feeling. We cannot see this. This noun video also I have uploaded on my YouTube channel. You can watch it. Abstract nouns are the nouns which we cannot use our five senses to identify this noun, but it can be feel, that come under abstract nouns. Now let's see this question 2, answer as directed again. Here let's read the event paragraph. What you have to do here, identify the root. So in the given word you have to identify where is the root word here. So here in this word graph, which means right, so this is your root word. Graph is a root word. Now in the B1, here again you have to identify the root. So photo, which is a root here. Now in the disagreeable, here you have to identify the prefix. Prefixes are the word which we use before the root word. So dis, this is the prefix, and suffixes will be after the root word. So agree, which is the root word, but this is a prefix. So you have to only identify here prefix. Now let's move to the next one. D. It is dash to kill endangered animal. So here you have to add the prefix. Legal is already there. So what can we add? Which prefix we can add to make it a proper word? So we can add here prefix ill. Il. So it is illegal to kill endangered animal. Now let's see the next one. Third question, answer as directed again. First one, she wanted to dash her favorite outfit. So what we do to this outfit? First of all, just read this one, where or where. As you can see here, this question is from the homophones, which is from unit 3. The homophones are the words which we pronounce same, but they have the different meaning and different spellings. As you can see here, we pronounce it same as where and where, but they have the different spellings as well as different meaning. So here you have to choose the suitable word which fit to this blank. She wanted to dash her favorite outfit. What we do to outfit? We wear the outfit. So this will be your correct answer. Now let's see the next one. B. She dash her bike down the road or rode. Here again homophones. Homophones are the words which have the same pronunciation but different meaning and different meaning and different spellings. Now let's see this one. She dash or the she is a subject. After subjects verbs will follow. So this is the verb and this is the noun. So verb we have to choose here rode, which is a v2. Ride is v1. Road is v2. So here we have to choose road, rode. She rode her bike down the road. The is the adjective and after adjective nouns will follow. So this noun we have to take now. This road, road, road. Now let's read the next C1. She asked me to close the window. So here you have to choose the correct meaning. Close. So students, this is again from the unit 3, homonym, homograph and homophones, and this one is the homograph which have the same spelling but this is the same spelling but they have the different meaning. So close, here you have to choose which one it is suitable to this sentence. She asked me to close the window. So very near we cannot take. So the meaning of close here is to shut. So we have to take this to shut. She asked me to shut the window. Now last one, D. We visited the dash. It wasn't a dash deal. So here you have to choose a one single word. Here they have instruct you fill in the blanks with a single homonym. So here you have to choose a single homonym which suitable to these two blanks. So what we can write here? We visited dash or it wasn't a dash deal. So which word is suitable here? Fair. We visited a fair, and here again it wasn't a fair deal. So this is the homonym. So student, there are more chances that you will get that boxes which you have in your test book. They will give you in this form. Now let's read the fourth one, answer as directed. She does not own dash car. Here you have to fill the blanks with a suitable article. Here we are talking about a common car, so we have to take a article because before consonant we have to follow article a. Now let's move to the next one, B. Mary, I know, lives in London. Fill in the blanks with the article if required. So here students, you know that we have already discussed in the last video to nouns that proper noun doesn't take articles. So here this no need requirement of articles. So here we have to put a cross mark because it doesn't require any article here. So in exam also if you get this type of question where proper nouns are there, so simply you have to put a cross mark over there if requirement is not there for the articles. Now let's see the C1. His house is dash from the college than hers. So here students, you can see here it is from adjective. Here you have to write the comparative degree. So if you see this THAN than, so you have to write the comparative degree. So this far is given here. You have to write this. His house is farther than hers. So why we are writing farther? Because we have to use the comparative degree because than is there. If no than will be there, so you have to write his house is far. But here we have to compare between his and hers. So that's why we are comparing. We are writing comparative degree. So if more than two people were there, then we can write farthest, the farthest. But here we have to write farther, THER, farther. So his house is farther from the college than hers. Now let's move to the D1. Don't say the dash, think twice over. So what you can choose here, several or same. So here you have to pick the correct adjective. So here we can say the same because we cannot take several here. Don't say the same thing twice over. So this will be your correct answer. Now let's start the fifth one. The first honest apology or sincere apology. So students, this is from the unit 4 collocation topic. So first of all, let's know the meaning of collocation. What is collocation? So collocation is nothing but it is a combination of words that are common and that is used together. Some words are used together and some words don't use together. They should be fixed to it. Means some words fit together and some words don't fit together. Like we say heavy rain, we cannot say strong rain, right? And we say hard exam, we cannot say heavy exam. Though they have the same meaning, synonyms, but we cannot take those words. Like we say the fast food, but we cannot say quick food. So these type of words are called collocations. So some words fit together and some words don't fit together. That's why it's called collocation. So here you have to choose the correct one, which words are fitting together. So honest apology or sincere apology. Though they have the same synonyms, but we have to choose this one, sincere apology. Now let's see the next one, launch. Launch dash a product or a profit. Which one collocation you will choose here? Launch a product. We launch a product. So this one be your correct answer. Now next one, see, we are already very late. If we take this route, we shall dash. So which one you will stick here? Save time or spare time? So first of all, let's know the meaning of this two. Save time means we are saving our time, and spare time means this is the free time. So here we have to choose the correct one, which is the save time. We cannot use the free time here. We are already very late. So if we take this route, we shall save our time. We cannot say we shall free our time, but we have to use this one, save time. Spare means free time. Now let's move to the D1. No player in the team is as talented as Rahul. So here you have to choose the correct. Here you have to use this superlative degree, which is most talented, and you have to rewrite the given sentence by using this most talented. So how can you write here? So you can write this sentence in this way: Rahul is the most talented player in the whole team. So here most talented, why we are using, because we are talking about whole team, that's why and this superlative degree always takes article, which is the. We have to write the before the superlative degree. That Rahul is the most talented player in the team. This will be your correct answer. Now the question number 6 is, here you have to write any 5 ways to improve your creative thinking. So students, this question is from unit 1, which is creativity. So here they ask this question. So how you can answer it? First of all, how can I improve my creativity? So, while a good mood is the starting point for heightened the creativity, a daily gratitude practice and a daily mindfulness practice, regular exercises, and a good night's rest remain the best recipe that anyone has found for the increasing happiness. So, here you have to write any 5 ways to improve your creativity. The first way is to create your own 3 ifs. So the first if is, you should ask one question yourself, that what would happen if I change it, the object, or it can be a system or any social relationship. And the second if is, what would I change or improve about the object if I wanted to use it in 10 years. And the next if is, what would I do if I had $1 million investment to improve it. So these 3 ifs you have to create in your mind. The second way is practice dreaming, and the third one is make time for cohesive creative thinking. You have to make some time to create, to think the creativity. And the fourth one is learn to pitch your ideas. And the fifth and the last one is bounce ideas of others. So these points you can write in your exam if you get like this. Now let's move to the seventh one. What are the strategies you follow to keep yourself motivated? So students, this question is from unit 3, motivation. So how can you motivate yourself? We can motivate ourselves by regular review of our goals and progress. And the second, continue to set new goals, keep the momentum up, and find mentors. For example, someone you look up to who is experienced in the habit you want to change. And the last one and the most important, surround yourself with positive people. In this way you can motivate yourself. So for this one, how would self-analysis help to identify addiction? You should ask some questions to yourself, like why quitting is difficult, and then you have to start the process, and then addiction treatment. So here people continue to engage in harmful behaviors despite negative consequences because addiction changes the brain's reward system, which increases the desire for the substances or experiences. So, this addiction leads to changes in the brain that make quitting more difficult. Fortunately, addiction is treatable, and there are things that you can do to improve your success in overcoming your addiction. First, you have to start the process, then, how you can stop your addiction, then, you have to decide to change, and then you have to think about harm reduction, and you have to think of the strategies how you can quit from the addiction. So these will help, this self analysis will help you to identify your addictions harm. Now let's see the next exercise, which is section B. Here I already told you student, you have to answer any four of the question in about 300 words. So each question you will get 15 marks. Now we'll discuss how you have to do these summaries. So students, since you have 8 summaries from unit 1 to from unit 2, out of these 8 summaries you will get any 4 in your exam, means you will get all the 8, but you supposed to do any 4 out of them. So how you have to do, first you have to write the intro of the poem. First point, you have to write the introduction to the poem. Or if prose is there, then if you are writing prose, so you have to write the introduction to the prose. Now the second, what you have to write, and this should be in 3 or 4 sentences, this should be in 3 and 4 sentences. Now next one, in the second, what you have to write in the same one summary only, first introduction to the poem or prose, and the second one is introduction to the author or the author only, or if you are writing poem, you have to write the about the poet. Now in the third one, this again intro to the author, intro again to the poet or author. Now in the third, what you have to do, you have to write the summary, whole summary from starting to the end. It should be more than one page, one full page, back and front and back. And in the fourth one, what you have to do, conclusion you have to write. And students, it is must you have to mention this conclusion, and this should be 3 or 4 sentences. So if you write in this way, so easily you can score 15 marks. So you have to write summaries in this way. I always say to my students, write the summaries in this way only, so that easily you will get all the 15 marks. So now let's start. So whatever summary, whatever questions students they ask you, so you related to that lesson, you have to write the same summary. Suppose now they are asking here, describe the scene of the bazaars in your own words. So you have to write in the bazaars of Hyderabad summary. If instead of this question they would have asked you, like, can you think of the reason why the musician and the magicians are paired together in the first stanza? So you have to here elaborate your own answer. So again, here also you have to do the same thing. First, you have to write the introduction to the poet or prose, whatever, then introduction to the author or poem, then summary you have to write, and then again you have to write the conclusion. Or you can do, students, in this way also. First you have to write the introduction to the poet or author, then in the second introduction you have to write the answer which they are asking you in the question. So they should be not more than 3 or 4 sentences. Then you have to write the one summary which is related to this lesson, then at the last you have to write the conclusion. Now let's start our this first one, ninth. So here you have to describe the scene of the bazaars in your own words. So you are you all are aware this is from In the Bazaars of Hyderabad, which is written by Sarojini Naidu. So Sarojini Naidu, she is an Indian independence activist and the poet also from Hyderabad, India. She wrote the poem In the Bazaars of Hyderabad in the early 20th century. So this poem Sarojini Naidu was composed during the Swadeshi movement during the independence struggle. Indians opted to boycott European goods in favor of the Indian goods. So Sarojini Naidu thought her this through this poem In the Bazaars of Hyderabad sought to communicate the ideas to the masses that India is rich in history and does not want foreign items. So therefore she points a vision of the bazaar dominated by traditional Indian goods. Now let's see the next tenth one. What are the stances in the story where it is evident that the narrator and the girl are blind? So this is, as you can see here, narrator and girl are blind, which is from The Eyes Are Not Here, which is written by Ruskin Bond. So whatever question they ask, you have to do write the same summary related to this lesson. Like first you have to write the introduction to the author, then introduction to the poet or prose, or otherwise you can write down the answer what they are asking in this second part. Then you have to write a whole summary, and at the last you have to give your conclusion. So, students, this story, These Eyes Are Not Here, which is written by Ruskin Bound. So, here the plot revolves around the two blind strangers who meet on a train and have no idea that both of them are blind. So, the story depicts the situation irony here. Now, let's move to the next one. According to the poem, if what are some of the challenges that a person will have to face in life? So, students, this poem, which is written by Rudyard Kipling, it is a simple two-letter title that tells us a lot of the poem. So, in this poem, the speaker is a father. He is talking to his son about the attributes that a successful man, a perfect man, must possess. That pursuit of perfection is the central theme. So, here in this poem, the speaker has used a variety of symbols to make his points clear. So, here in this poem, according to the poet, successful people exercises patience. Without patience, nothing can be achieved. Like in English, they say, slow and steady wins the race, and has makes waste. Means patience pays off. So, thus the poet makes a point for the patience here to emphasize its importance to be successful in our life. So now students, 12th question, how according to the author can bad manners and poor temper affect the society? So here this question is from second unit, pros on saying please, which is written by A.G. Gardiner. So here students, this A.G. Gardner has examined the politeness as a critical and necessary characteristic of civil society. And the politeness, he claims, is what keeps civilized man's social life properly lubricated and friction free. So here also students, you have to write in that way only. First you have to write the introduction to the poet or the author, then introduction to this poem or prose, or otherwise you can write this answer to this question, then summary you have to write, and at the last you have to write the conclusion. Whatever question they ask, you have to write in that way only. Related to this lesson, you have to write the summary. Now let's move to the next one, 13. What is the theme of the poem Ulysses? So this Ulysses, which is written by the Alfred Lord Tennyson. Ulysses is the Greek hero, which is the king of Ithaca, who was frustrated with his domestic life. So this poem deals with the desire to reach the beyond the limits of one's field of vision and the mundane details of everyone's lives. So Ulysses, which is the Greek hero, cannot rest from the travel and longs to roam the globe. He hungers to explore the untraveled world. Now, the next one is, how did the author's farewell at the train station differ from Leroy's send off? So, this is from Seeing People Off, which is written by Max Beborn. So, you have to read the summary in that way only. What I taught you, this one is, what does the Milton focus on the first 8 lines of the poem, and this one, what are the Gandhi's view on speaking versus staying silent. So, these all summaries, students, you can see on my YouTube channel. The link I will provide under the description box of this video. So these all videos, 8 summaries I have uploaded on my YouTube channel, so easily you can find it. So I hope it would be helpful for you. So best of luck for your exam. Do well in your exam and stay tuned for the more videos. Thanks for watching.